Hey man, what you up to?
Hey man, just out here just killing a keg.
You are?
And it's hot sun.
Yeah.
Cool off a little bit.
Lucky you. I'm out here baking in the shop in this Florida heat. So you're out there killing the keg, huh?
I'm out there killing a keg, trying to.
Oh yeah? So what you gonna do with that keg once it's all done?
I don't know. Maybe you'll come up with an idea or something. How does that sound?
Well, that sounds like a plan. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Sounds good to me.
Uh-oh.
What you got?
We got some boneyard parts I think we can use.
All right. Well, cool. Let me show you what I got. Obviously, keeping it mobile. We got our casters.
Cool.
We got our handle. It'd be cool to have this handle be either foldable or pinnable.
Retractable or something?
That'd be cool. Obviously, within the handle, we can go ahead and make our cup holders and be a utility type of function as well. The two options is either when we cut it is either to have it on a hinge where it hinges back on over, or it just comes on over and just kind of slides down, almost like a like a door hinge that just slides down into a male-female part. Got your umbrella right there.
Cool.
Little Weld.com logo, and so yeah,
nice.
I think it's just a matter of we'll just cut this sucker up and let's start going.
I think we could use this for the umbrella holder.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely need that.
And then I've got some
square
tubing.
We need that probably for the casters. Caster padding.
And then
you got any flat bar then for?
I've got flat bar. Believe it or not, we can take this flat bar and heat it and fit it as we go around it to make the ring.
Okay. Yep.
Then we have
got some handle material at all.
Of course, we've got for the hinges. We got pipe with round stock.
Okay.
This thing's going to be pretty heavy duty.
Yeah.
It's going to hold a lot of beer.
There you go.
And ice. So that's that for the hinges. Yeah. And then for the a cup holder, we can boxing the dolly wheels in. We can cut this up.
Yeah.
And if we have to, we take that plate of plasma art and just cut a little.
Yeah, just for the plate for the casters and
then for the little for the cup holders.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. A cup holder, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got enough to get started, so.
Yeah, we got enough to get started.
All right, let's roll.
All right, so I'm going to explain a little bit about what we're going to do with this keg. So they have a seam right here in the middle, and it goes all the way around, of course. So I'll clean this up with a wire wheel, and then I'll cut it right at that seam to make it half. And we'll put the hinges on it so I get a nice tight fit.
Kind of like these Como hats.
They are. The only hats I ever wear, soft bill. So, anyway, we'll get back to this. And we'll get started. So you can see me and Sean took the pipe wrap and got a center mark all the way in the center of the keg. So what we'll do next is we'll take the square and put the square across it. So when we do cut it in half, we can put it back
exactly where
it needs to be. That way it doesn't get out around or anything. So a little tip right there for you guys ever doing this. There you go. Pretty good idea, isn't it?
I guess so.
Nice. Smells like old beer. So I'm going to show you the setup on this Everlast MTS 275 multi-process machine inverter. So what I'm going to show you first is we're going to fuse some stainless together, some like 14 gauge stainless is what it is, and we're going to fuse it. So I'll go through the settings. So the pre-flow set on 0.2, which is 0.2 seconds or 2 seconds. 20 for the starting amps, 20 for the end amps. 2T control, foot pedal. So pulse we're not using. So the upslope I'm gonna leave at 0, and the downslope I'm gonna leave at 0. So what we're gonna do is just fuse these two together and see how it runs.
All right, as we got the keg cut in half, and we already have a good concept of what we want, some cool functions,
right.
But as the things are evolving, we found some, hey, well, that's really cool. We should go ahead and do that. Well, that's really cool. So that's what we're doing right now. We're not going to tell you what this part is. We're going to show you at the very end, but Paul's going to go ahead and weld this on up.
So what we're going to do is we're going to stitch weld this, and then we're going to put the ring around it. Eyeballs. Yeah, push it in just right there.
Hang on.
Okay.
So you might want to start here first, because I don't want this to be lower than this plate.
Right,
That's
and then we'll work it back this way if you want.
Yeah, because that's okay.
All right. You like it?
Yep.
Eyeball. So I guess just we'll leave it in there for now, and I might weld a little bit up the sides a little bit, but I might put a couple tacks on the outside after that.
Okay. Well, that's a snack tray.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're actually ready to go ahead and put this banding on. Now, this is 2" by 1/8" stainless, but we need to get this contour. We need to get this rolled. Now, having a larger piece of flat bar is actually, it's easier to get this initial contour, but as you're getting down here, you know, it's going to get, the metal is more straight. So we don't have a roller, but there's a number of different ways to go ahead and kind of get that contour started. What we're going to do here, we're just going to use this up in our fab table, put a couple pins in, and we're going to get this initial contour started. And I don't want to use the hammer. That's another method of doing it, but I don't want to mar up the stainless. That's not the look we're going for this time.
Right.
So we're just going to kind of get this started, just to kind of get this little contour started. And what you do is you just going to go ahead and slowly, every couple inch and a half, you just kind of get it started.
Yep.
And we're going to be cutting this excess off anyways. However, I don't want that straight piece, because it's going to look funny when you're trying to, you know, connect it together. It's not going to look right. So we just want to just kind of get this thing kind of started.
I could get the rosebud.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. If people that don't have an acetylene torch, like I don't have one in my shop.
Right.
You know, this is the type of thing you have to do when you're, you know,
manual labor.
That's right. So what you got to do when you don't have the necessary tools to really do it right. So once we kind of get this started, as you can see, you know, it's easy, very easy to flex this, to wrap this over top of that. But Paul's going to go ahead and.
So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take the tiger paw and about 1 inch down, clean it all the way around so I have a nice clean surface to weld to. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the flat bar up here, and I'm going to clamp it 3 or 4 spots, and we're going to get an accurate measurement off the top of the table so it's nice and even all the way around. All right.
Perfect.
I want to give out a shout to Mr. Chet from USA Bandsaw Blades. He gave me like 4 samples of some really good blades, and man, they cut like butter, and I really sure appreciate it. Thank you very much from Weld.com. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this little hinge piece in here. And of course, you know, I'm going to use the great Bowler Avista 308 ER 308L 332 rod. Got an AWS spec of 5.9. That flows really well, works great.
Let's look this way.
I tell you, I'm gonna leave it. That way we can, if we have to break it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, so what Paul and I are going to do right here, we're going to be welding this umbrella support beam to the keg. Now, when we slide the actual umbrella post down to her, we want to be able to lock it in with a couple either bolts or go ahead and pins. But we want to make sure that these are all going to line up. Now, one cool little trick is follow the seam on your piece of pipe. So all we're going to, this way we know that we're going to get straight.
Your holes will be straight and in line.
Yep, so that's what we're going to do. Follow the seam. We're going to mark it probably about 1 inch from each side, drill it, be golden. Hey Paul, what I got?
What you got there, bud? Man, look at here.
Oh yeah. Bam.
Ta-da! Done.
All right, so we're going to actually just want to sand down these edges, kind of round them up, give them a nice little look, but also clean them up. These are going to be the tabs that's going to hold the keg in place as we go ahead and transport it around.
Nice.
Decided to come up with a cool little option for a tray in which we can just it's just can rest on the cooler. So wherever you're sitting at around the cooler, it can be moved around. Now, like I said, this is all with basically scrap metal stuff that we found around the shop. So obviously, I found some expanded metal. I'm going to put some flat bar. I got some 2-inch flat bar here. I'm going to go ahead and make this around so your sandwiches don't fall off. And I'm going to hook it on here. We're going to get some rod, in which I'm going to go ahead and just bend it. So it's actually just going to be able to bend like this at a 90, and it's just going to rest right on the cooler. So this way you can just take your sandwiches around, put it on the cooler, rest it around. It's going to be cool. So let me go ahead and finish this on up, and you'll see the end result here very shortly.
So you see, I got Sean tigging. I guess Rusty Tips did him a good job.
Action Jackson. So.
Eyeball.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, looks better.
Like more like that.
Yep.
Is that good?
Yeah, as long as I
okay,
get
cool.
it
Cool.
level here.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I can probably do it like this, so long as I can see the.
Right, the bubble. The booble. Eyeballs.
Get it.
Close enough.
Okay.
Go ahead and let it go, see what it does.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Yeah. It's gonna,
Fucking-
you know what I'm saying? That's cool that it
Yeah.
sits like that anyway, you know? Eyeballs. It ain't coming off. I hope not.
You might have to just trim down.
Oh, we got to trim it down, yeah.
But
Yeah. Right there.
Yep.
Okay. Stick her on through there. I'll drill the bottom too. There you go.
Cool. As you can see, everything we've been doing here has been basically kind of like, what do we have scrap-wise laying around to go ahead and do this? Obviously, if we wanted to make this thing in a super elaborate, mind-blowing, build, we can do that. However, we got like a day to build this thing. So yeah, hey, here's our you got your drinks. We want to make a quick little cup holder, so we just got some 3-inch pipe. Just going to bend some rod right down there, weld this to this 3-inch pipe right here to hold that in place. Rod's going to get bent up with another post bent this way. This way it's just going to go slide right on the handle. It's just going to be just like so.
Okay. Alrighty then. We got something happening now.
Happy
Happy Independence Day, everybody. So go to Weld.com
Member section.
and connect with us directly.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you on the next one.